Finally dragged myself away from the video games. So, another normal quality video about China, something more interesting. Good afternoon, ladies, gents and Pikachus. Back again with another episode about China. Now, someone was saying to me the other day that they thought China were going to attack the West in some way, like a military, a physical attack, not just some airy-fairy political nonsense, an actual physical attack. And then they thought, well, bearing in mind what's happened with Russia and Ukraine and how poorly Russia have done, maybe they'd think twice. And I was like, well, you're optimistic, aren't you? So here's why I disagree with that. If I was China and I had a plan to attack America, for instance, just coincidentally came out with America as my example. If I was going to attack America and I was the CCP, and then I found out they were too militarily strong for me to get away with it, I wouldn't just go, well, I'll give up then, would I? I think about it. If you've already made your mind up to attack someone, you've already gone through the process of eliminating the negative reasons why you wouldn't do it, and you've decided on a core of strong reasoning why you will go and do it. You have to go and do it. It's the best thing to go and do it. And if you don't, you're a coward and all the rest of it. So just because you realise they're a bit stronger than you thought, or maybe you realise your people are weaker than you thought, it's not going to, especially someone who's a long-term tactician, or someone who's thinking a long-term ahead, like the weaker guy, the underdog, has to do, you're not going to just be put off and change your mind, are you? So here's what I think might be the case. No, China are not going to come out with tanks and airstrikes. It's not going to be a military attack like that, but it is going to be soldiers attacking the people of the West, especially America. The way they're going to do that is with information, the internet, social media, programs with videos of propaganda and this kind of thing. I mean, for instance, nobody talks about Tank Man from Tiananmen Square. You probably never even heard of this guy. Just have a search on Google. Just type in Tank Man China or Tank Man Tiananmen Square or something like that, and you'll get videos of him. Now, I've been making comment after comment after comment all over YouTube mentioning this guy with his shopping bags standing up to a tank on his own in defiance of a totalitarian dictatorship that his people were suffering. We don't know what happened to this guy. He's completely disappeared after that video was taken and shown on the news. But why is it that we can't make comments like that? Why do they disappear? They're not against the terms of service. So someone must be reporting them en masse. You can't take a video down by false reporting if it's only one person making the false report. So what I think's happening is they've got like half a dozen or maybe a dozen or maybe more, I don't know, fake accounts set up, or maybe real accounts, but the people are fake. So the account is real, but the person's agenda is not what they pertain to be. For instance, a CCP spy might meet like a British guy abroad, get married, come here posing as the wife. Obviously, she won't want any children. There'll be telltale signs there. But while she's here, under the guise of being the wife of a British person, she'll fly under the radar. There'll be no suspicion. She can act family friendly, meet the parents and all the rest of it. But in her head, she's a soldier of the Chinese CCP army, trying to weaken the enemy until they are at a point where they can be attacked. That's what I think is going to happen. So, okay, I won't name who she is, but my friend is probably right. There isn't going to be an all-out attack. But there is going to be a subversive kind of underneath all-out attack. It's not going to be any less vicious or any less committed than if they were rolling out into the streets with AK-47s. It's probably going to be more so. It's almost like, I can liken it to prohibition of alcohol. Just because it was completely banned and everyone denied on the surface they were doing it, during the time it was banned, alcohol use actually went up. And people got into good habits about getting away with it. How to lie, places you can go and do it, people you can communicate with and fly under the radar. That's what the CCP are doing. But instead of trying to get alcohol when it's prohibited, they are trying to rip off the West and weaken our politics and weaken our military to such a degree where they can then attack it. And the way they're doing that is through social media, spies, YouTube videos, false illegal flagging or false reporting of people's comments, and pressure. Mollycoddling people, pressuring them to go down. And then like my friend who I won't name, not that one, different friend who's got a Chinese wife who I think is a spy, doesn't want children, all the others, ticks all the other boxes for is possibly a spy. So yeah, anyway, it's getting a bit long now, 5-minute episode. Think about Tank Man. Think about why is it in your interest to know about Tank Man, and why would certain elements of certain countries, no names mentioned, why would they want you to not know about Tank Man and the story that goes behind Tank Man? You can think about that. Go and watch Tank Man. Think about that, and I will see you in the next one. So I hope you enjoyed that, and I hope you enjoy the Tank Man story. You fucking will. It's deep. It's really good. So go and have a look at that, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye now. If we don't hear noises about it in the news by October, I will be extremely suspicious. So look out until then, and I'll see you later. Bye.